Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Detroit Lion fans. Yo, this is Marcus. I'm joined by my two brothers. Hit 'em up, Mikael.
What's up? What's up?
And hit 'em up, Maurice.
We're not gonna do what up though. It's gonna be what up, ref. What up, ref? For this podcast.
Yeah. Already getting started. Yo, you're listening to the King of the Jungle. King of the Jungle, where three brothers, one team, with a whole lot of opinions. Yo, without further ado, you already hit it up, Reese. Lost yesterday. It was devastating. 22-23. Green Bay Packers coming off the bye. As fans, we've seen this before, time and time again. My question to you is, what did you think about the game, and can we get over it? Yo, I'll start with you, Reese, since you started it up. Yo, what do you think about the game, and can we get over it?
The game was lost by the refs. The refs are the reason we lost. Period. I don't want to hear nothing else from these sports commentators. First thing came out their mouth is we should have won because we should have scored a touchdown. And yada, yada, yada. So pretty much, basically what they're telling me is, in order for us to have won at Lambeau, we had to play a perfect game. Right? Defense pretty much shut them down. Offense was putting points, but we were kicking field goals. Sure, in a perfect world, you want to score a touchdown. But guess what? Green Bay has a really good defense. They're not some slouch team. So, yes, we're not going to score touchdowns all the time. We played great enough to win that game, and the refs stole it from us. Like I said, they pretty much wanted us to be Jesus. They needed us to be perfect in order for us to beat Green Bay at Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I'm sorry, not even Tom Brady and the Patriots are perfect when they still win games. All right? But they don't get these horrible calls go against them like that. That's my thing. You don't get those if they flip sides. And then we was Green Bay, if the Lions was in Green Bay shoes and the Green Bay was in the Lions shoes, they are not calling those penalties on Green Bay Packers, man. They're not doing it. Not at Lambeau. Not at Lambeau. So, no. The game, we played good on offense. We didn't play that good in the second half. We do got to make some adjustments. Again, coaching staff seems to make a great game plan, but and they don't do great when it comes to adjustments after half. Teams figure us out, and we slow down. We just had the same similar situation going through with the Chiefs, and we lost this game. We lost that game, and you're like, well, now we're gonna come back even more hungry. Well, guess what? We lost this game even in worse fashion in terms of how painful the loss is than the Chiefs game. You didn't think it was going to get no worse. It got worse. It got worse, man. So, man, how I think about the game, I think the refs wanted Green Bay to win that game at the end. Or they got a call. It was so blatant when the commentators are seeing it on TV. And then for the most part, other than a few of the talk heads that talk on their shows, for the most part, on the social media aspect, everyone was talking about this game and how they hold the Lions. Period. Period. We're going to go deeper into it. Dude. I have all day. I'm waiting. I ain't getting no sleep. I'm gonna pass it off to you, Mikael. I'm trust me on this. This is the therapy I need. I done made me a glass. I know I shouldn't have, but I made me a glass.
I don't know about therapy. I'll tell you this. Luckily, I enjoy doing this podcast because, it's losses like this where you take it personal. And you got a lot of people out there that love the game. And, but when you're a Lions fan, it's hard to love this game because we always get it, And you'll find people that's not even Lions fans that'll call you and be like, damn, that was messed up. But, them my badge and them them stories they don't cut it. They don't get it after because you still got the L. Now I will say the referees did beat us this game, but I got to put a but on it. Our offensive coordinator has to go. Our offensive coordinator has to go.
Interesting.
And I mean, that's as far as the whole game in a whole. That's my opinion on it. I don't know if he's looking at the same thing I'm looking at, but we have enough tools. We have enough weapons. I'm sorry, but his play calling is just awful to me. I'm not going to get on the bandwagon and say, yeah, we should have blew them out, but the referees took this game, but our offensive coordinator, he didn't solidify this game neither. So I'm not going to just put the blame on that, but they did rob us of this game.
Gotcha.
Right.
That's my opinion on it.
Gotcha.
That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. And Marcus, I just want to piggyback on that. And I think we're going to go deeper into it for what I saw on our headlines. But I'm with you, Mikael, on that too. Even though I went off about the whole refs overall, that's my big picture scope. You are absolutely correct, though. It was also offense. Also our offense not producing. Our defense played good enough for us to win. Obviously played good enough to win, but we could have sealed it. We could have sealed it. But I know there's a percentage of that. There's a percentage of that. I know Marcus, we probably won't get in deep on that.
Well, yeah, I'm going to ask both of y'all this, though. What about the catch? They say he didn't get his third foot down. And I mean, I know that we're going to talk about that too, but big difference maker. It's a first down.
Yeah.
Changed the whole game.
I think it was even bigger the fact that the commentator, well, no, not the commentator, the guest ref, right, had said, yeah, before they went to the break, the guest ref was saying, yeah, 1, 2, 3 steps. That's a football move, guys. I say it's a catch. Then when they came back from the break and they announced that we didn't get it, the guy was like, yeah, that wasn't a catch, guys. They're right. I was like, whoa, what happened in between the time that you said it was and you saw it in replay and you counted the steps, so all of a sudden when they came back and they ruled that it wasn't a catch, you had agreed with them that it wasn't a catch. To me, based on what it was called on the field, there was not enough evidence to not say, I mean, when you take 3 steps, I think that's a catch.
Right.
And I just don't think that there was enough. To me, this is just me personally.
There wasn't enough evidence to overturn it.
I don't think there was enough evidence to overturn it because when I saw, by the time the ball did move, he had already, when he secured it, took that third step. When that third step hit, the ball did look like he gripped it too hard and it slipped out of his hand without being touched. But he had already, to me, it looked more like that thing of a football move because he was like embracing for a hit. He was embracing to take the hit. And, so I just thought it was interesting how they had initially said, the guest referee initially said, 3 steps, that's the catch. I was like, he counted the steps. I had to look at the replay. It is 3. And then he came back and it was like, oh, yeah, the refs are right. It's not a catch. I was like, what?
Right.
What did your opinion say?
Of course.
And I mean, I had a lot of fans tell me that earlier. Like I said, I was on social media, man, a lot today. And one of the Lions told me, like, man, imagine if they would have, if they would have ruled it a fumble, and Green Bay scooped it and took it back to the end zone. They would have ruled it as a fumble. If Green Bay would have picked it up and ran it back, they would have ruled it as a fumble. It'd have been another Kansas City Chiefs debacle, and then they wouldn't have overturned it and said it was incomplete. They just would have gave it as a fumble. But because of the fact that, he took 3 steps, like you said, he took 3, almost 4 steps with the ball, and And like I said, just when you think, okay, let us get a good break on this. We did get some breaks, by the way, throughout the game as well, but let us get breaks on this. And nope, it's incomplete pass. So it's going from being a first down to no, it's not a first down.
Yeah.
And
then here's another thing. What's funny, I think, since we're talking about some of the things that we saw, like the 2 hands to the face mask calls, since we're on the ref. No call, pass interference on Marvin Jones, since we're talking about the refs. The Kerryon Johnson catch, no catch, since we're talking about the refs, right?
Yeah.
And then a lot of this was like in the fourth quarter, kind of make you think, is this a conspiracy or no? I guess for me, one of the big things that I did look at was Trey Flowers and his penalties. When he was in New England, he did the same move. Matter of fact, Trey Flowers called this one of his signature moves. For me, this referee I know has reffed the New England games before. This call does not get called against New England in the fourth quarter like this.
No.
But in Detroit, fourth quarter, it gets called. So along with all of those things that I was just talking about, do you think conspiracy or no? I'll start with you on this one, Mikhail.
I think somebody need to hurry up and pay Barry Sanders. I think somebody need to hurry up and pay Barry Sanders. I think we need to make him a defensive coordinator or something, because I'm telling you, if it ain't a curse, I don't know what it is. I mean, and you say, what do we do to get over it? I don't know, but it's not getting any better. And, anytime Matthew Stafford gets up to the podium and says, these calls, because, you got to be diplomatic as an athlete and the coach when you get up there to that podium. And even one person on, even Scott said, he said it was a lot better than I would have been. I mean, I think at some point in time, these referees have to be disciplined for this or fined or something. Like I said, this I love this game, but it's just slowly seeping out of me, man. It's slowly getting away from me. This podcast, you know what? I was angry. And it's like, dude, you don't want to just get up and do a podcast about your team that just got cheated out of a game. You got to realize that it is a game. But at the same time, we don't have, everybody's not a loyal fan like us. So, yeah, it gets personal. But I think it is a Detroit Lions conspiracy. I think we need to hire Barry Sanders, put him on the bench, let him be the towel boy, water boy, do something. It's crazy.
And Calvin. Put Calvin on that list, too. We took money back from him. And, we such a petty, doggone organization, and it's ridiculous. Like, you got to treat them. I don't care if they retired early or not. When they did play for us, they put us on the map, period, at least while they were here. And we, okay, you retired, so now we're going to want all our bonus and all this and this and this. Oh, but by the way, can we invite you to the luncheon, the Detroit Lions kickoff lunch? No, I don't want to come to that if you're going to want the money back from you and everything. Real quick too, Marcus, I don't know, did we ever get your take on the overall game? Or I hope I didn't cut you off earlier.
Oh no.
On that.
Yeah, no. I was just gonna wrap back around to it.
Okay.
So to me, I was just gonna wrap back around to it. So to me, I just kind of felt like in the game that it was devastating loss. That we need to look at the refs. I think that the timing of the penalties is what makes me put the refs on the pedestal. You cannot win a game with 5 field goals. You can't. You cannot win a game with 5 field goals. You got to score touchdowns. We got 3 turnovers versus their 0. So when you got those sacks in Lambeau, coming off of a bye week, you got to punch it in. So I do put blame on the Lions for 5 field goals, but I put the pedestal on the refs because you watch this entire game, and you watch Trey Flowers do whatever he did the entire game. But you didn't throw the flag until after Aaron Rodgers was sacked in the crucial moment when they're down 9 points, and we would have been getting the ball back on a punt and could have wasted some more time. Then you threw the flag. Oh, okay, but then also when it's about 2 minutes left and they drive on us, and we stopped them on 3rd down, we could have got the ball back. If they would have made the field goal, we would have had a minute and a half. Can we score? I don't know. But at least we would have had the opportunity. But what you did was made sure. You made sure that the opportunity wasn't going to be there. So for me, I really feel like can we get over it? Yeah, we can. How? Winning. Stop being mediocre. If you want to be a mediocre team, keep doing what you're doing. Kick 5 field goals next game. Yeah, keep doing that. You're going to be mediocre when you're on the stage and everybody's watching. Playing just enough to lose is you're in the middle of the pack. So all these signings we did and all of this and all of that, it means nothing. Our record is exactly what we are. We are a 2-2-1. How more mediocre can you get? 2 wins, 2 losses, and a tie. We're in a division that's too tough for that.
And you know, the funny thing about it is, I made some wild predictions, man. We could have been 5-0. We should be 5-0. That's the messed up thing about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And then when it comes to the refs, the last thing I just got to say about the refs is, I am waiting for Stafford or Matty P, Matt Patricia, to say something, but they won't. But if they not gonna say nothing because they got to keep the format of whatever the case may be. Where's Martha Ford? Where's her family at? Where's the GM Quinn? They got buku money. They shouldn't care about getting fined. They're the ones that should be coming to the mic, coming out saying, listen, this is a new regime. I want everybody to know we're tired of getting screwed over. This is what the fans need to hear something. So if it's not going to come from Matthew Stafford, and if it's not going to come from Matt Patricia, then Quinn or the Ford family needs to come out and say, we are sick and tired of this.
Yep.
Make it known. So that's really how I look at it and look at this stuff is that, right now, Matthew Stafford and Matt Patricia should be prepared for next week. That's what they're supposed to be doing. But Quinn, you're the GM. Speak up. Martha Ford or the son, daughter, whoever runs speak up. Speak up. Somebody.
I didn't think about that. That was a good. You're right. You're right. Somebody finally has to say something. If
it ain't, whatever's not working, why are you gonna keep doing it? We've been the politically correct answer every time, and ain't nothing changed. We already know. This is my thing about the game. We already know. If it's close, we're gonna get screwed by the refs. If it's close, we're gonna get screwed. Why we keep having these close games then? Go up 17 points.
But at the same time, it's the NFL, man. Like it's gonna be close games, man. Like, and again, you're playing against Green Bay at Green Bay. It ain't like we're playing at the Lions. We're playing at Ford Field, and we got home advantage and everything. When I could think about us maybe blowing them out, but we were playing at Green. I wasn't definitely expecting us to be up 13-0 or 10-0 at some point. Now, again, back to what you originally said. Could have been touchdowns? Sure, absolutely. But again, I'm saying, man, if in a perfect world, sure, we could have that. But it ain't a perfect world. Tom Brady's not scoring on every single possession he gets the ball. They got to kick field goals too sometimes. They got to punt sometimes. But you still got to find ways to win. I do believe Again, the offense still should have did a lot better. Mikael made a great point about the coordinator. We're so predictable. I know we're running on first down and getting 1 yard, and we're behind the chains. I don't get it. But you know what's so funny was when you first thought about the game, your first down plays on your first series and second series were deep bombs, and you connected on both of them.
It worked.
And you did not go back to that.
And play action.
How convenient. How convenient.
And play action.
How convenient, man. But yeah, so you know, I get what you said. I just kind of disagree with that part. Again, you made a great point, man, with the conspiracy theory thing. I didn't even think about that with Trey Flowers. And the fact that when he was at New England, did not get that call. Now I really want to see what that is. Like, I want somebody to pull the tape on that. Has he done that move at New England? And there was no flag. Well, we know it wasn't no flag, but I want to see him do that move. And if I see him do the move,
I want to see him do that move too. But you know, my boy disappointed me yesterday. My boy, he played a hell of a game, but why won't they turn around and look for the goddamn ball? Like, I don't understand this playing the damn receiver. I don't get it. Justin Coleman played good, but he got burnt so many times because he never turned around. That touchdown, that was unbelievable. I mean, it was a hell of a throw by Aaron Rodgers.
That was a good. I ain't gonna lie, that was a good throw.
It was a hell of a throw.
That was a good throw.
But when did they stop teaching him to play the ball? I do not understand this logic.
It's definitely coaching. I feel like it's definitely coaching. It ain't just one player. It's all of them. They all do that same thing. Only person I saw going for the ball. Only person I see going for the ball on a consistent basis is Big Play Slay. And then I saw Walker go for the ball, and of course we got penalized for that. That was one of those other. That was one of those other ones where you get penalized for going for the football.
His hands was out going for the ball. But here we go.
I was so pissed. I was so pissed with Green Bay's coach and their like wide receiver coach because they were trying to blast and they like when the play happened and he's on the ground, they're out on the field yelling at Walker. And Walker's telling them, like, I went for the ball. Like, I wish you would come in my face about that crap. I get it, you want to set up for your player, but go back and watch the film. And when you go back and watch the film, I need you to come apologize to me, because clearly you would want me on your team because I'm going for the ball and trying to make a play. Ain't nobody trying to hurt y'all got so many baby rules for these receivers anyway. Ain't nobody trying to hurt that dude. I went for the ball. Then they showed the replay. It made it look, in real time, it did like it was a hit. I was like, ooh. And you know, the stadium goes silent, so you know it's going to get probably called. But this is where you think, okay, maybe it gets reversed or something. If they can challenge pass interference, how we can't challenge that?
Yeah. Like,
are you kidding me? Yeah. Like, conspiracy theory, that's conspiracy theory number one. Conspiracy theory number two, we got the whole kicking the field goal. They kicked the field goal. We had 12 people on the field. Cool.
Oh, my God.
Come to find out, they had 13 players on the field on one of the drives, and they didn't get called for it.
No, they're not called timeout.
Not 12. They were allowed to call their timeout. We tried to call timeout, but according to the replay, Marcus, the replay dude that the commentator inside, he's like, well, they got set. Green Bay did the same thing, and they had 13 players, but they was able to call timeout.
They was able to call timeout, yeah.
That's conspiracy number two, man. Like, and then you like you mentioned, then you still got to deal with the Trey Flowers situation. Actually, I thought it was a touchdown initially. Come to find out, that wasn't technically a touchdown by Green Bay when he caught that pass because somebody touched him. So when he caught the ball and landed, he didn't land in the end zone. Now, I think he would have scored anyway. But he actually landed, and when he landed, the ball was not in crossing the plane. He was a yard short. He rolled into the end zone, but somebody touched him. Old dude had his hand, like you said, Kel, Coleman was in position, had touched him.
Yeah.
As he was going towards the ground with the ball, and so it's just way too much to not think it's not a. Like I said, I just want to see. I had a guy post one thing, man, and he posted the Calvin Johnson one. I know I missed the Seattle game that time because, but I know Seattle, when we played Seattle that time, right? Then it was a controversy with Calvin Johnson or whatever.
Yeah.
It was the Dallas Cowboys, the playoff game with Pettigrew, and Reggie Bush said it on Colin Cowherd's show today. I was so proud of Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush, because Cowherd was like, well, has that ever happened before with you? Is that situation? And he said, yeah, actually, that happened, and he said it quickly. He said it was the Cowboys. He said the Cowboys with Pettigrew, the linebacker didn't even turn back. He hit him. The ball ain't even got to him yet. He didn't look back for the ball or nothing, and they did not call pass interference. Could have kept the drive going, we would win the game.
It's a line.
Well, actually, that's the one they called pass interference. That's the one they called pass interference to pick the flag up.
Pick it up.
Yeah, that's the one when they called pass interference, announced it, and then got that phone call from Jerry Jones and went back and picked the flag up. Yeah.
Picked it up.
So I'm just looking at. Oh,
there's more too. I'm sorry. Hold on. Couple more. It was also the Aaron Rodgers one from a couple years ago when he with Taylor. They thought it was a face mask, and it wasn't. He grabbed his shoulder. That gave them an extra down. He throws a Hail Mary. They win. There was another Seahawks one where they do like pretty much pulled our dude's helmet to try to go get the catch. The Golden Tate one. The Golden Tate one with the Falcons, where we scored a touchdown only for them to review. They ruled it as a touchdown. So when they ruled it as a touchdown, then they reviewed it because it's a scoring play. And because they reviewed it as a scoring play, then they ruled it wasn't a touchdown. And it was, by the way. Then they say it wasn't a touchdown, and because they ruled it, they did it, not us. They did it. But then because they ruled it, that meant it was a 10-second runoff. We don't even get another play. Ball game.
Oh, wait, hold on. The biggest one of all was Thanksgiving when we played the Texans, and that dude went down. His knee was down on the ground.
They didn't blow the whistle.
And they didn't blow the whistle. We got up the ran.
We threw the challenge. We threw the challenge flag, which then negated them because they're gonna challenge it. They're gonna review it anyways. So because we threw the flag, they can't review it because that's a penalty, and then that's just a touchdown. So it wasn't just the fact that it was that he was down, but when he scored, because our coach at the time threw the review flag out,
right?
Threw the challenge flag out, that negated the review.
And like how many?
So they had to keep it a touchdown.
How many times?
The pick play?
How many times? How many times have the refs has that happened where the coach will throw the challenge flag and the refs will be like, Green Bay is not charged a challenge or anything because the players review. But they'll actually help that team out and not us. No, that's a penalty. And not only that, now we can't review.
Yeah. What about this year with the Philadelphia pick? The Philadelphia pick, when I thought any pick play was illegal, but this all of a sudden I found out you can pick them at 1 yard.
You can I'm trying to figure out why we're not doing it. That's how I'm like. Now I'm like, well, why are we not doing that more often? Then, if that's the case, again, like go back to McKill's thing, offensive coordinator. Why are you not doing more pick plays? That's what they're doing to us.
Yeah,
they're running crossing routes. We're playing man so much. Every team knows this now, so they're running crossing routes. I'm daring you, and then because you're only sending 3 people, again, we're doing this mess. But I'm not gonna blame it on defense. Not blitzing. I told Marcus earlier, I said my main thing was if I'm Stafford, I'm so pissed because I'm getting blitzed and getting blasted, and then I'm on the bench and I'm looking up at the jumbotron and I'm watching my defense. We sitting back and letting they quarterback be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be like, y'all don't give a damn about me. Y'all don't care about me because I'm getting my ass toasted. They was bringing the blitz. They were showing zero blitz almost half a day time in the game. Now, sometimes they would drop back once he hiked the ball, but they still showed it. We don't even show it, dude. I'm like, man, this is just the most we're doing is bringing 4 people, and it's not even. It's not even the Indomitian. Oh, hold on, Mark. 1 second. It's not even the Indomitian Sue and the type defensive line where we got some rushers. Nobody on our D line are rushers.
No.
They don't have no pass rush moves whatsoever. Kennard is the only one, and even him is vanilla.
Yeah.
It's vanilla compared to, I'm watching the other teams. They got spin moves. They doing they swat and swim, something. But we literally get attached to these linemen, and we can't get off unless we bull rush them. That's about it. That was my thing on that, man.
No, that's it. That's what we do. So, no, I was just going to lead to the fact that, so if you were Coach Patricia, if you were Coach Matty P, if you were Coach Mr. Pinker in my ear, what do you fix first? Offense or defense, and what about it? So I'll start with Mikael. Reese gather your thoughts. You said offense, Mikael. What would you fix about it?
I would fix offense. I think the coordinator is shit. We might as well have kept goddamn Cooter. Because now I will be honest with you, and you both know I'm not the biggest Matthew Stafford fan, but Matthew Stafford has gotten better this season. He's been more patient. Now, he hasn't been, of course, a superstar, but you could tell the difference. He's in Matthew Stafford, and he's ready right now. He's freaking ready. They need to stop bullshitting with these plays, and that's the problem. 5 field goals, but we have the talent now. We have a tight end that can produce. We got Marvin Jones. We got the talent. We need a coordinator that's going to go out there and make this the best show on turf or grass or whatever the case may be. I say we fix the offense first. Our defense is doing enough to keep us in these games. They're not the best defense, but if I had to fix something right now, it would be our offense. Because, like I said at the beginning, at the first podcast, we either got to do one or two things. We either got to outscore these people like 40-20, or we're going to have to step it up on our defense. One or the other, but we can't lose both ways.
Question for you, Mikael. One question. Do you think our offensive line can hold folks let's say we pass more than what we're doing now? Do you think Rick Wagner or our offensive line can hold folks off enough for it?
Yeah,
we got the talent. We got the talent. I just wonder about our line. What you think?
I do. I believe they. Yes, I sure do. We come out in the first. You can see it every game. The first half, the first quarter, we come out smoking.
Yeah.
And
so we
I don't know
the first quarter. Definitely first quarter we was on script. Whatever they had script for the game, we ran it.
Right. You
can see it. And then it dwindles. So offense, and you will fix pretty much the play calling that they're doing. Let Matthew rip it a little bit more with the talent that we got.
We do need more slants. We already don't have much separation with our wide receivers, so it's definitely a problem with the route. Because as soon as our receivers touch it, somebody banging them.
Yeah,
they're getting hit.
We got no blazer. We ain't got not one just blazer.
Just blazer. But it's play call. You got your double moves. You got so many things. Like Jerry Rice wasn't the fastest wide receiver in the game. Amendola is not the best wide receiver. There's a lot of wide receivers that can get open. Period.
Amendola,
where was he at? He got lost a little bit,
he did. That was actually one of the things I was going to mention. The second was that He played, he suited up, but I don't think we threw it to him but maybe one time.
Yeah.
And I'm actually, of course, as we're talking, normally I watch the film a couple times when we get on here, but just so ticked off with it, I'm actually watching it right now. And I think all of our penalties that was on us were on third down. So when we about to get them off the field, so here's another penalty that was a phantom penalty. The Tracy Walker one where they said he held Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham slipped.
Yeah, he slipped.
But like the commentator, Booger McFarland, he's like, oh, yeah, no, that's not even a hold. Like, dude, it was 3rd and 5. Now it's 1st and 10. We're winning 13-0, and now instead of them having to kick a long field goal or punt, they got a new fresh set of downs just now. And I'm just watching, and I'm already getting frustrated.
So I'm gonna go with you, Reese. You coach Matty P. What do you think?
No. It's definitely the offense. You didn't have to worry. You didn't have to wait on it. When you said to get your thoughts together, it's definitely the offense. Like, and my thing is just got to be more aggressive. Got to take more shots. The league is built for the offense. It's not built for the defense. Now, even though your defense do got to step up when it gets to playoff time, when the weather gets a little colder, things of that nature. Right now it's October. Your offense should be humming. Your offense should be doing some damage. And we just do not be aggressive enough. I'm going to get to the defensive side. Like Mikhail said, I totally agree. They've done enough. I still think we got to work on blitzing and being more aggressive, but we're getting takeaways and things of that nature. I can't blame the defense on that. Holding Green Bay to, maybe 10 points at half at home at Lambeau with Aaron Rodgers. I know he was missing Devontae Adams or whatever, but still, that was pretty good. I'm not going to go against defense on that. Even with Coleman not having one of his best of games, Coleman still got that pick and ran it back 60 yards. He still broke up on that ball, and then the very next play was when Tracy Walker got called for that pass interference that wasn't a pass or the holding call that wasn't a holding call. So he actually still played pretty good, even though, like you said, he's got to look back for the ball more. And that's just all the DBs. I just think that's the way they teach it, and that's more on the coaching side. But offensively, I agree. And I'm the opposite. Mikhail say he's the anti. I'm more the supportive one. But I am one that's going to shoot it fair. I plenty of times where I'm going to get on Stafford. Heck, I got his jersey in my closet. I wore it yesterday. It was the first time I wore his jersey in 2 seasons. But I wore it because I'm like you said, this season he showed me a lot more in terms of the patience. It looks like he knows where to go with the ball for the most part. Still a little inaccurate at times, but that's almost any quarterback has it. Like I said, when I watched Tom Brady, he was throwing passes. He wasn't connecting with his receivers the whole half. But you know what? You don't say anything about it because at the end, guess what? They won. They won. So I'm like, but we lost. And so then all the imperfections come out. And they come out and people just say the same. It's the laziest take is just the whole, we got to score the touchdowns to win. It was just like, well, yeah, that. Or if the refs just don't call that, face, illegal hands to the face, we win the game. So now we're having a whole different type of conversation. Now we're talking about how they stole one at Green Bay, and guess what? Now you see they got to come to the Lions den. Oh, and by the way, you on top of the division, not the bottom of the division.
Right.
Offensively though, we got to be able to make plays. And I'm sorry, man, I'm disappointed right now in our playmakers, in our skills position group. Like you mentioned, Kerryon Johnson dropping that pass, even though they ruled it incomplete. That was still his fault. Dude, you catch that ball, it's a totally different ball game. Now we got a fresh set of downs.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even a defender right by you. Galloway had a couple of drops. Hockenson, since the first game, man, he ain't shown me anything. Like, dude, you caught the ball at a high point, and you bring it to your chest, you land, and it just squirts out.
Yep. Yeah, him and Galladay had one of them. He was in the end zone. Yeah. Galladay had like a first down
where they land on the ground and the ball pops out.
Yeah, but Hawkinson was in the end zone.
Yeah, it was a touchdown.
Hawkinson was in the end zone.
That was
a
4 points.
touchdown.
That was the 4 points we were missing right there.
It was a touchdown, man, and we gave it up.
Yeah.
And then again, you can't be so predictable on offense, man. It's good for you to have the advantage. We should be doing jet sweeps. We should be not just running the ball up the middle. And like I said, Green Bay number 94 was killing us, and we were still running to his side. I'm like, why are we doing this? Guess what? We're losing the yard. Yes. And, oh my goodness. O-line.
Killed everybody.
Wagner has an F. Wagner had an F. Pass pro, and run blocking. Wagner was a straight up F. Straight up F. He was missing assignments. He was missing, even when it was having extra help, that dude was hot garbage yesterday. Like, O-line didn't do anything. They did something decent with the passing. Running-wise was garbage. Was absolute garbage. Our skilled players make a play but then miss a play. We'll make a play, then we'll miss the next play. Make a play, then miss another play. Like, it's got to stop, man. We got to step up. Like I said, you thought the Chiefs, okay, we lost. That was a huge loss, painful. We'll make it up. And I mentioned that last time I had a pod. I'm like, let's see how we respond, because
I was optimistic about it, but they just took it out of it. The referees took the optimism out of me. What you think, Marcus? What would you change?
For me, okay, so I hate the fact that on our defense we don't blitz enough. We, like they showed yesterday, we're the least blitzing team in the league. We play the most man in the league. So those two stats for me don't go together.
Right.
And we put a lot of money. All our money is on our defensive line. But with all that being said, I would change the offense. For me, though, it's a little different. For me, maybe it's because I'm a running back. For me, we said we was going to run the ball better, and we haven't. Let me go back to defense. Defense, they ran over 170 yards against us. They let that dude Williams, so not Jones. Jones didn't have a good game. But we let the other dude, Williams, have a great game, average 7 yards a carry, right? Same thing with the on passing. So the main two wide receivers that he had, they didn't have a good game. But old dude, Lizard, Lappert, Lapadger, whatever that dude's name is, he has the greatest game of his life, right? Yep. So to me, we got all this money on the defensive side. But with all that being said, the offense, I still feel like because what we did in the first quarter. So I agree that you can't, that when you got to kick a field goal, it is what it, you're not going to score a touchdown every time. But I will say this. When you start out fast, like 13-0, then I do feel like you need to at least answer whatever your opponents do. And we don't do that. We dwindle off. Like the whole aggressive part, again, I don't think that we got to play perfect. But if we would have scored and they score and we score and they score, I feel you on that. We need to kick field goals when we can. But when we jump like against the Chiefs and against Green Bay and against Arizona Cardinals, when you start out strong, then all you got to do is maintain it. Meaning, stay aggressive. Stay aggressive, and let's run the ball, like Maurice already mentioned. Let's get to the outside. Like, I am sick of seeing Kerryon Johnson trying to go behind. If Ragnow is our best blocker, okay, I agree. Try it once or twice. But the boy is averaging like 1.1 yards. Don't do that no more. Run to the outside. Let's see what else we got. Whatever happened to Ty Johnson? I saw him on maybe a few plays last night. This dude was supposed to have been the speedster. Like J.D. McKissick came in and took his spot. But I'm just looking at our offense, and I'm just saying, it looks like we're still trying to figure it out. Like when we were hot, I promise you, that first quarter, it looked like Matthew Stafford, wherever he wanted to go, he was going, and we was looking good. We was moving that ball, first down, second down, first down. I mean, we got to be able to throw the ball more on first down. So I think we need to have a better ratio for that. For me, Darrell Bevel, I'm not going to dismiss him yet because I like the flea flicker in the beginning. I like the whole script of the first quarter. But it's the fall off after that I think that we've got to do better. And I love Matthew Stafford, how he's playing this year. But let's get in the end zone. Let's get in the end zone.
And we might have to blame his wide receivers for that. What are we going to do about these predictions, man?
Here's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at. I'll give my first, and I'm gonna listen to what y'all got to say. So for me, coming up, we got the Vikings. They played one of their best games of the season so far. We've got to ask our offensive line to do what we normally don't do against the Vikings, which is to block. If we do that, Kirk Cousins is not Aaron Rodgers. If we do that, man, we can win this game. In order for us to stay in the race, we've got to win this game. And I think it's winnable. We are home. So I'm going to take a 27 points for us, 27-20. Lions victory over the Vikings. Because all we're going to do, I think we're going to line up to stop Cook as far as running the ball. We do like the Patriots. We try to take away your best thing, and I think for them this year has been Dalvin Cook. So if we play them, if we play to take him out the game, and let our DBs play man, I think we'll win 27-20.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go next then. I got to get ready to sign out. I'm gonna probably go less than that. I'm gonna say 17-10 would be my prediction. Kirk Cousins, he's not he's streaky. You know, he'll have a good game. I mean, he killed me in fantasy yesterday. He freaking killed me. He had like 30-something points. But then, you know, and because I didn't play him. But the week before that, he had 9. So, you know, I don't know. But yeah, so I'm gonna go with 17-10 on this game. And I'm trying to be optimistic, man, because you know I was really serious when I was talking about the Super Bowl and stuff. And this league is just taking it out of me, man. They're taking it. It makes you. It's unbearable. You know, I already gotta catch it when I can, but when I do sit there and watch it completely through, and I see the way they cheated us, it just makes it so hard for me to continue to watch football. Yeah.
You know what? One of the crazy things about this, and they talk about this on the Kyle show, was every game that we've played, we've had to lead in the fourth quarter. Wow. We've had to lead in the fourth quarter in every game. No matter what game it was, all these games that we've played so far this season, we've had to lead going into the fourth quarter. And we're 2-2-1. Like you said, Marcus, mediocre. Arizona, the tie game. We were winning that game, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Next game was Chargers. We were winning that game. Closed that one out. Philadelphia, we were winning that game. Held on to that one.
Kansas City.
Chiefs, we were winning that game. Couldn't hold on to it.
Lost it.
Green Bay, was winning this game. Could not hold on to it. Lions fans, like I said, I'm the one that I told my brothers this. I kind of go on a different path rather than the predictions thing. Because like I said, for me, I totally think I'm going to always see the Lions as me. And it's not a good thing because that's just me talking with my heart. And so, my thing I want to see is how are we going to make adjustments? That's the key thing I want to see for this next game. How are we all going to make adjustments? Because that's what I said. Right now, I think it's one of our weaknesses as coaches is we are not making adjustments. We're great at game planning. We're great, like you said, those first couple of series, we're great scripting. That flea flicker, that's how you come out and say, we're not scared of y'all. We're ready to play. You know what? The next series, we throw another bomb. We see something else. We got those first series of 2 scripted. But then, once the team figures that out, do you make your adjustments or do you still continue? Like, we didn't go back to that was working, but we would still do the same thing when you're running the ball. We don't chip their DNs. Their DNs is rushing hard on us, killing our tackles. We're running the ball at their best run-stopping player. Why not, I don't know, audible to the other side? Maybe a few times. If I see the fullback in the game, I think it's going to be a run. 80% of the time, we tend to run the ball when that fullback is in the game. That's just what I've seen. Other than the flea flicker, which was different. And the one that was after that, the next series that was different. I just want to see adjustments. I want to see adjustments. Can we adjust? And can we honestly, of all the teams, Minnesota is probably the most talented team that we're going to face this year. Minnesota has the most talent overall that we're going to face this year. I just want you to think about that. Between them and Dallas Cowboys, I think it's more for Minnesota because their defensive line always gives us fit. Their linebackers are strong. Barr and them. The D lineman, Griffin and them. The other guy on the other side of the defensive end, Joseph up the middle. Anthony Barr, the linebacker. Hendricks, the linebacker. Kills us. The safety number 22 for them. Harrison.
I think he might. Harrison. Might be hurt. I don't know if he's playing.
I don't know if he's going to play. But they always tend to want to come back when it's against the Lions. So I wouldn't put it past it. Rhodes, the corner. He's big and tough. And since Galladay don't got that breakaway speed, like he should have scored a touchdown on that flea flicker and got hawked. Rhodes ain't got to worry about no speed against him. And Marvin Jones can't create separation. So that's just on defense. Now let's switch to the offense. I'm not worried about Kirk Cousins, but I am worried about Dalvin Cook. He's the second or third best running back in the league right now. He may be the first statistically. And then you got the running back, him, and then you got Thielen, the receiver. You got Diggs. Thielen had a career year the week before when he spoke out. Diggs spoke out the next week. Then he has a career game.
Right.
Then you got Kyle Rudolph in the middle, who always seems to score at least one touchdown a game against us. So they are stacked. We literally got to be on. Is this a home game or an away game?
Home game.
Home game.
We'll stop their offense. And
I would say this though. I'm gonna say one quick point. My last point. He's like you said, Mikael. He's inconsistent. He'll throw 4 picks and be horrible one game, and throw 6 TDs the next. That's Kirk Cousins, right?
Yeah.
So he just had a great game. Now I expect him to come down to earth the next game. Right. That's the way he rolls. That's the way he rolls. That's how he rolls. My bad. That was it. That was it, Kel. Sorry about that, man.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, so when I look at it, man, I'm just, hey, listen, this is what we got to do. We got to handle our business. So right now I think that our team is close but no cigar, but we got to be like Herm Edwards, man. You play to win the game. If we take that into the next game, you play to win the game. Stop messing around. Stop playing around. We got to do what we got to do. We Lions, hey, this is King of the Jungle. I'm Marcus Maurice Mikael. We signing out, man. We saying, look, Lions fans, go ahead, Reese. Go ahead, Kel.
Oh, shit. Hey, we can talk about this all night. But I got to sign off and go in the ship is off. I can do this podcast for 2 more hours, but I got to go in, unfortunately. Hey, Lions fans, stay strong, and hopefully they'll start respecting us as a real NFL team And
Yeah.
you know, I mean, it's bad enough that we don't, you know, we're not on ESPN and then people talk about it's 32 teams in the league, but they only talk about 31. So
that's right.
You know, even when they do the draft, they go to commercial on our draft. So we used to it by now.
It takes it takes for something like this for it. Because I will say this, I will say from that game, I remember Scott. I think when you said Scott, I'm assuming you meant Scott Van Pelt from ESPN.
Yep.
I could be wrong, but since that game, I will be honest with you. These last 24 hours, they have been talking about us. They have been talking about this. Joy, like I said, I watched the Colin Cowherd show. You know, I watched Fox. I kind of transitioned more away from ESPN and more towards Fox Sports because all the people I normally watch and listen to, they left ESPN and went to Fox Sports. You know, the Skip Baylesses with Shannon Sharp, Colin Cowherd. That's one I always listen to. And so, as he has Joy Taylor is Jason Taylor, if you remember him. The defensive lineman, Miami Dolphins.
Miami.
Yeah. His sister, she's like the co-host of that show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she was like, I felt so bad for Detroit. She said, yeah, they could have won, blah, 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 blah. Because that's what Colin tried to do like everybody else was saying. Oh, they at the end of the day, Stafford didn't get that signature win like he should have. And I'm like, that's bogus, number one, because he beat Brady, and we beat Green Bay the previous 4 times in a row. How do we? Those are not considered signature wins. Yeah, hello, number one. But then she was like, yeah, but the fact that they had the game, they won the game, and the refs just took it from them. We were all rooting for Detroit. People were rooting for us last night.
Right.
People were rooting, unless you was a Green Bay fan. People were rooting for us, man.
Right. So hopefully, man, they keep rooting for us. Cause listen, we gotta do what we gotta do.
It's crazy though. It's crazy.
So we gotta see what's up. Reese, what's the last words for the night, Reese?
Like you said, like Kel said, man. Look, I just it's still gonna sting a little bit. The good thing is, it's Tuesday already, so we about to play again here pretty soon, and hopefully we can get it behind us and we can get that W against Minnesota. That's what I'm hoping for, man. I'll be at work, but I'll be watching y'all's texts and tweets and Lions fans, anything y'all may have. I'm gonna listen to it. I'll probably watch the film of it later on that night when I get off from work. But hopefully we get a win so I can enjoy and watch it rather than not enjoy and watch it. But
the only cure for the way we feel is a W. That's it. Lions. Get the W. We in it to win it. Period. Point blank. That's how you do. Get the W.
I'm not ready.
It's too crucial. No, not bad.
It's too early. It's too early.
So,
my thing is it's too early, man. I don't want us to be out of the playoff picture already.
No, we got to get the W, man. So again, Kings of the Jungle. We appreciate our fans. I'm Marcus. Again, Mikhail.
Yep. Peace out.
And Maurice.
I'm gonna end it with the what up though, cause like I said, this is therapy session. So it went from what up left. My brothers calm me down some.
We good, man.
What up?
We good, y'all.
What up?
Signing out. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.